All right. Hello, Capricorns. Welcome to your February, mid-February to March tarot reading. Keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading, will not resonate for everyone, so keep what does and leave the rest. And by the way, I am Rachel Stebbins Navy, aka Villagio Strega, here in the sunny, yes, sunny, for the moment anyways, but cold hills of Vermont. So that said, Capricorn, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you guys mid-February. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross reading here, and I'll tell you what the cards mean as I go, and then we'll kind of recap here, summarize it all, see what else Spirit wants you to know, Capricorns. So let's see what the subject is. What's going on for Capricorns towards the end of the month, mid-month forward. Thank you. Coming out with Six of Cups energy. Capricorns, there may be someone from your childhood, or you're dealing with children of your either your own or some sort of childhood energy even in your environment. That's really a prominent theme for you guys for the remainder of the month. Now, if this is a friend from the past or some sort of childhood nostalgia going on, it's an emotionally satisfying one. This is kind of that friendship, that kinship, that playfulness of childhood nostalgia that's really involved in this, and the kind of what if or energy of really just curiosity, childhood curiosities involved. So let's see what the challenge is then for Capricorns. A Six of Cups is kind of getting closer. It's not the 4 and 5s too, I should say, where it's more focused on like kind of the downside of the emotional thing. Six of Cups is kind of like rebuilding and starting over, I would say, or starting from the beginning, much like childhood energy is, right? It's our beginning. So that said, what's the challenge for Capricorns? The challenge is you need to gather facts, Capricorn. There's some sort of thoughts you're either having or ideas you're having that just need a little bit more information before any decisions made, right? So Two of Swords energy is when you have very conflicting ideas or thoughts, and it's like you're blindfolded. There's stuff going on underneath the surface. There's something you're unconscious about or unaware of, mostly because you're not asking the right questions. You're not asking any questions sometimes, Capricorn. Which is why you need to kind of have those conversations and gather facts before you make any decisions. What's Capricorn's goal, please? Well, that was fast. Capricorn's goal, of course, is self-reliance. That's a very Capricorn card right there with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So Nine of Pentacles is, of course, the card of self-reliance. That's their own personal abundance. That's them doing for themselves, creating their Garden of Eden, so to speak, your garden of delight, filling their environment with stability, with creature comforts, material things, tangible things, security, time. This is that self-reliance, that growth and maturity that Capricorn really relishes. They love their abundance. Capricorn does, and they're very determined and perseverant individuals. Let's see what's going on. The distant past, you have the energy of the Tower. Now, Tower, while it can sometimes be uncomfortable when it's occurring, is really about mastery. It's really about that moment where things kind of fall apart in order to reconstruct. And they don't have to fall apart completely. But they have to fall apart enough because perhaps you were going down a path you really weren't meant to be down, Capricorn, and it halts you, it stops you, it knocks you out of balance, so that way it can help you rebuild, so that way you can master something, a master of challenges of sorts. And then your more recent past, you have the Star card energy. Now, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You're being very hopeful, though. Star card energy, again, is kind of like your place in the universe, what you hope and dream about. So you're creating something. You're bringing forth your own personal, authentic energy, Capricorn, to something, to birth something new. It's kind of like it's not really a rebirth energy, but it's a birth energy kind of element where something is being illuminated, but it's not just something, it's your own energy that's being illuminated out in the universe, your place in the world, where you are amongst others. And again, that hopes and dreams, being optimistic is really what that's about. Even in dark times, as it were, because the star shines in the night sky, of course. So let's see what the near future is like for Capricorn. Near future, well, you're contemplating things. You recognize you're on a new path, or you're about to begin a new journey, of course, Capricorn. This is the Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords is someone who takes time to think about things. They mull things over. They come up with a good, solid plan. Even though they recognize that life's kind of what happens while plans are being made. And they really... it's almost a point of rest in and of itself, Capricorn. It's almost a point of like quiet contemplation prior to a new adventure beginning. So that said, Capricorn, let's see then what your attitude is about it all for mid-February forward, please. What's Capricorn's energy and attitude mid-February? Thank you. We have got the lovely Six of Swords energy. I said lovely. Six of Swords is all about rest and recovery. It's recuperation with the assistance of others while we begin a new journey or transition from one thing to the next. It's where we let our thoughts rest. We take some deep breaths and we recognize that one emotional challenge, while it's not quite yet over, it's kind of put on the back burner as we cross the sea into a new terrain. It's about transformation, again, with the assistance of others. It's about letting others help you along your way. Now, this individual is sitting here at the boat, looking forward, looking at this island, you know, as they're approaching, as they're crossing this water. Water in the tarot represents our emotions, the depths of things, the unconscious of things. Swords, of course, represent our thoughts and ideas. And the individual who's rowing the boat, well, you know, that's the guide. That's who's assisting on the journey, right? So you could be looking at an attitude of either wanting to relocate, Capricorn, wanting to do some travel, but for the sake of, I should say, the sake of rest, the sake of reprieve, allowing others to kind of steer the wheel for you for a moment until you transform or get to that new destination you're desiring to be at, as it is. So let's see then. From there, what are the external? What in your environment is influencing this decision or these challenges, the need to gather facts? And I'm really curious about that Six of Cups energy myself. Well, there's something you don't see. Moon card energy. Could be dealing with Pisces, could be dealing with Cancer energy, one of the Scorpio, one of the water signs, where there's something underneath the surface. There's something unknown to you perhaps, or maybe you've got like a little hunch that it's going on, because the moon card energy can be very psychic, can be very intuitive in nature. It's something maybe you're fearful of, or maybe something you're hopeful of, because you have this star card energy here. But it's boiling under the surface. You can't quite see it. You're aware something is there, but you can't exactly point your finger on it quite yet. And it'll be revealed in time, indeed. Let's see then, inner emotions for Capricorns. Mid-February forward, please. What are Capricorn's inner emotions relating to all of this? Thank you. Ready to go out, Snow? There you go, bud. Okay, so inner emotions, well, there's some fast-moving, kind of reckless energy to you, Capricorn, towards the end of the month here. And it has to do with what you're passionate about, what your ideas are. Unfortunately, though, it's a little out of balance. It can be a little bit wonky. It can be a little bit aggressive, even. Give me just a moment just to shut this for her, if I can. Gotta move my chair and table again, I guess, closer to the door again. But this knight is either an individual coming towards you, or you're desiring to come towards you fearlessly, recklessly, as it were. It's you yourself kind of being fierce on a situation. I say fierce. More so, it's the energy of kind of like, get on board or get out of my way. I'm determined about something. I'm pursuing something. Maybe it has something, again, to do with these hopes and fears. It definitely has something to do with your independence on a situation, your finance. It could be that you are aggressively pursuing some sort of entrepreneurship. You are aggressively or determined to rise to an occasion for something, or some sort of creative endeavor. Whatever it is, Capricorn, I am sure, I'm sure you'll get there. And Capricorn's very determined. So that said, all right, moving on. Overall energy. Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is the energy of the quiet, compassionate listener. She's very nurturing. She's very emotionally stable. This is representing your energy and the overall energy of the reading going forward from here. This individual, yes, she has her own psychicness. She has her own intuition. But she's very, again, very emotionally stable, is willing to give to others, very compassionate, very kind energy is about her, Capricorn. So, very beautiful reading, very interesting, very forward movement. I want to grab 2 more cards for you guys, or 3 more rather. See what else Spirit wants you to know. This energy for Capricorns mid-February to March, please. What else should Capricorn know for mid-February to March, please? I'm not letting you in just because you're barking. Okay, I have got the Hierophant, beautiful, and 9 of Pentacles again. Okay, beautiful energy. I'm going to get back to those in just a moment here, Capricorn. Give me 1 more, please. 1 more for Capricorn. Page of Swords energy again. Yeah, these are repeat cards minus the Hierophant. So let's talk about what's a repeat first. Again, there's a strong emphasis here, Capricorn, with this Page of Swords energy that you are about to embark on some sort of new journey, new beginning. You're having a lot of thoughts, ideas. You're mulling things over in your head. You're quietly contemplating them before you take any action on them. When you do take action, boy, look out. You are also this 9 of Pentacle energy. Again, it's the need for the balance, the nature being around you, that independence, that self-reliance. You want your own finance. You want your financial security. You want the life of abundance. You want to be surrounded by beautiful things, things you love, things you desire, the things that provide for you is really the underlying energy of it all. And then you have the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant speaks of yes, conformity in society. But it also speaks of higher commitment. It speaks of an individual who's seeking spiritual enlightenment, spiritual enhancement, development, tapping into a higher power, finding that spiritual teacher that's very authentic with this energy. So it's really about you having faith. And again, this is why you have the energy of this compassionate listener, this emotional stability here, because this journey for the remainder of the month is really about you listening to your gut, you building those hopes and dreams, you coming up with those plans and that strategy for the path forward for you to be more self-reliant, for you to be more independent, and for you to continue that abundance. And I say continue because, again, there's that you're starting out with that 6 of Cups energy here, for you to continue that abundance in your life, whether it's financially, with time, or emotional. You got it all, you'll want it all, Capricorns. And it may be that additional, you know, tapping into a higher power, seeking spiritual counsel, or conforming in some way in society, so that way you are able to maintain and to continue to grow everything it is that you need. You may want to run things by like a feminine, an old over the age of 35 feminine energy, where you're able to talk things out with. You may want some counsel in relation to what's going on for the remainder of the month for you, to kind of bring some clarity, again, get some feedback on what it is you're trying to achieve and how you're going about doing it. There's things, again, in the environment that are influencing your path very strongly. So that's why it may feel sometimes, Capricorn, that you're kind of going into a wall, but that wall is there for a reason. Have faith in a higher power, that wall is there for a reason, and it's to protect you. It's to guide and protect you along the way. So that said, don't forget to gather all your facts. Looks like you're dreaming big indeed, and you know, double whammy when it comes to the Nine of Pentacles energy, Capricorn. So really determined, really perseverant. Go with your gut, though, with it all. Okay, very good, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. I try and get back to people as soon as I can. So blessed be y'all. Take care.